the complete newbie guide to e-commerce SEO. Hey, SEO, you've heard about it, right? That's where all your traffic comes from. That's where people are searching and they find your web page, and it's free. Sign me up, right? Well, there's a little bit more to it than that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the complete guide to e-commerce SEO so you'll know exactly what to do. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet and you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Down there, there's a big button that's red. Turn it gray. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time that I upload a video or I go live, and I go live often. Now at the end of this video, as a gift, I'll give you a $97 course, which you can get it absolutely free, and I'll tell you all about that at the very end. Now, why is SEO so important? Let's get into that first off, and let's look at what SEO is and how it's going to affect your business. Okay, so check it out. Let's look at some results here. When you search for something on Google, for example, you're taken to the search engine results page, or a SERP. Okay, here it is. You can see it here. There you're going to find 10 organic results. Okay, and then as you see that there, the ones in red alongside the paid ads, orange, are sponsored Google shopping, which are the purple results. Okay, if you look at this screenshot right here, e-commerce and SEO is all about ensuring your product pages appear among those 10 organic search results. Of course, there are many more pages to explore, as you can see by the bottom of the page there, but the higher the page number you rank on, the lower the traffic you generate, because you're not in the beginning of the search results. In a recent study, they found that 4.8% of the people ever went to page 2, and only 1.1% of the people ever went to page 3. That's why it's so important that you rank your stuff high. And in that same study, they found that the first result got 32%. The second result only got 17% click-through. So that's a huge difference right there. And when you get down to number 6, you're looking at less than 5% of a click-through rate. So it really is important to be on top of that page results. Now, step number 1 is keyword research. Now, you clicked on this video because this is about how to optimize an e-commerce site, and understand e-commerce sites are vastly different than other sites. Let's take a look at one search result I just did, and you're going to notice in this one here, the e-commerce keyword research is really different than most keyword research you've read about. Why? Because most sites are about information keywords, like this one right here. So you see it's all information. You, on the other hand, want to rank for commercial keywords like these. Okay, raincoats for dogs. Okay, that's some pretty cool raincoats right there. Can you spot the difference? Information keyword searchers are looking for, well, information. Okay, blogs and content heavy sites care about these keywords. E-commerce sites care about commercial keywords that show buying intent. Okay, Amazon and Google search. Now check this out. You've undoubtedly noticed an often comical Google search autocomplete feature. When you start to type your query in, Google suggests relevant queries. Okay, so who watches me at night? So this is funny. Watches the watchers, watches the watchmen, watches me when I sleep. Who watches me? At the bottom of the page, you'll spot some additional related search queries that look like this. There's, you know, it's a rain jacket for cats, for dogs, whatever, a dog raincoat with a hood. And these can be really a gold mine for ideas, because Google is saying people are searching for these things, and since they're searching for these things and they're related to the thing you typed in, they may be good search words for you too. Now, if you're selling on Amazon, Amazon operates very similar. Let's look at an Amazon one right here. I've typed in backpack. You see backpack for girls, women, for teen girls, for boys, for men, all these different things, but it's operating about the same way. This also gives you some insight into the potential product category names, because not only do they give you a completed search, but they show you in luggage and travel gear, in office products, so you'll know what category, as well as some other potential keywords that you see down here at the bottom, which we've already noticed. Now, when doing this, you want to really be on the lookout for potential long tail keywords, and what that is 3 or 4 keywords or more together. Those are some of the best ones because there's less competition for them, and they operate very well. Now check out this screenshot from Amazon. You can do even more digging on Amazon, or really any major e-commerce store that you compete with. first check out the relevant product subcategories. You see those here under each one, like under books and Audible and under books and under Kindle books, for keyword and category ideas for your store. Then zoom in on the full store directory at the bottom left hand corner. You'll see that right here, and you can see all these keywords right here. And jackpot, let's say you sell books, find the category and choose the most relevant subcategory. Now you can see all the different ways Amazon sorts and organizes its books, so now you'll know exactly what to do. And then as you can see here, you can show the results for all these different areas here. You can mix and match for new keyword and product category ideas. You might also find subcategories to explore, which will give you even more ideas. Now there's also keyword research tools out there. I highly recommend SEMrush. If you can afford $100 a month, it's well worth it. Let's take a look at it real quick here. Let's say you compete with bustedtees.com, a geeky t-shirt e-commerce store. All you've had to do is enter in the domain into the keyword research tool like SEMrush and select organic research from the left hand menu right there. Now scroll down and you're going to be looking at all of the keywords bustedtees.com ranks for. It tells you everything. You're going to notice metrics like volume and KD and the screenshot that you're seeing now, which I'll get into in just a minute. Now on this screenshot here, you can also see all the competitors. You can check out all the competitors there. You can repeat the same process for all of those sites, and you can use gap analysis to see what keywords all of these competitive sites are ranking for, but your site is not. Make sure you've selected unique keywords. Enter up to 5 domains here and you can see what's going on. And you've got a list of keywords your competitors ranking for, but you are not. You can see them right here. Choosing the right keywords for your store is super important. Now understand some of the metrics you're looking for is volume. What is the actual amount of volume of search on these keywords? Now volume is good. I mean, having a lot of search volume is great, but understand having volume also means competition. The more people that are searching for it, the more competitive they're going to be. Now let's look at competition here. The lower the competition, the more likely you are to rank for the keyword. Again, SEMrush will give you the keyword difficulty competition, often called KD, but you can use a free tool like Mozbar to estimate competition. For example, one like this right here, you see the Mozbar at the bottom, and it shows you what the competition's like. It shows you the difficulty for getting that keyword. It also shows you page authority and domain authority. That can give you insights on how difficult it would be to rank higher than those organic results. The higher the numbers, the more difficult in general it will be to unseat your result. Next thing we want to look at is relevancy. Make sure the keywords that you pick are very relevant to your page. Google's not dumb. They're probably smarter than you. Maybe there's a guy or gal out there that's smarter than Google. I haven't met you yet, but they're pretty darn smart. They got a lot of people working there. You're not going to fool Google. The next thing you want to consider is intent. You could use keywords size 10 women's red dress, or you could put in women's red dress. Which one do you think is going to be having more commercial intent? Obviously the one that's got the size in there because they're looking for that particular dress. The former is what you would want to use. The next thing you want to look at is site structure. How easy is it for somebody to navigate your website? How do you have it categorized? Is it easy to search through to find the products they want? The easier you can make it, the better the user experience, the UX is, the better off you are and the more sales you're going to get. Okay, on the screen now is some categories, and you see you've got current offers right here, and it's all broken down to where people can find exactly what they want. You've got a status one, that's what's new. You've got different brands that are in here. You've got different prices that are in here, and you want to make sure that it's categorized so people can get through it easily and find what they want. Now if you can use in your descriptions, in your meta descriptions, things like percent off, maybe you've got 80% off, or you've got, you know, best deals, or you've got free shipping, or any of those things that can really boost your click-through rate. Here's an example right here. It says basic men's swim trunks, chubbies-chubby shorts, but it says men's swim trunks just the way you like them, with 2 holes for your legs and a drawstring. We know it's like we're reading your mind, right? So this has got a little bit of humor in there too. These modifiers can really help when you're writing something like this and you're not as business-like, and it makes like a person is actually talking to you instead of a business. Also, when you're doing your content on your pages, reduce those thin content pages. Those thin content pages, you know what I'm talking about, where you copied somebody else's description, you just threw it on your site. Don't do that. Spend some time on your site, make those descriptions long and detailed, give as much detail about that product or service as you possibly can. And the reason being is nobody ever left a web page because they said, oh, it had too much information, it gave me too much information. They've left a web page many times going, it didn't explain this, or I don't think it had that, because the content was too thin on the page, and Google doesn't like those pages either. So here's an example of a short content page right here. Says surely not everybody was kung fu fighting, but there's really nothing else there. Okay, that's why when you see product pages like that, they don't get much traffic. When you see the longer ones, like look at this one right here, this is some pretty long information on this product page right here. It gives a lot of detail about the product. With those long in-depth product descriptions, you're going to do a whole lot better in selling your product and on ranking on SEO. Here's a good example from Amazon right here. The main keyword, and you look for secondary keywords that keep popping up. For example, let's say you're trying to sell a blender. You'll notice here it says 14 speed 450 watt blender with 48 ounce glass jar. So 14 speed 450 watt and 14 ounce glass jar all come up multiple times, indicating there's strong selling factors and likely common elements of search terms. You could also try running your keyword through keyword planner on Google. I did mention that earlier. You can get some LSI keywords here and see what else people are searching for. So that gives you a pretty good overview of SEO for e-commerce sites. Understand you're different than other sites if you're selling e-commerce, and that's really to your advantage, because in that long title, in that long search string, in that long tail keyword phrase that you've picked, you can put a lot more of those details in there, and you can figure out the details by typing stuff into Google, typing it into Amazon, looking at other people's products, and figuring out what's going to be best for you. I hope this helped you out. If it did, put a comment below, let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any questions about any other thing about learning how to make money online, starting, running, growing your online business, feel free to put that in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there below if you haven't done so. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I upload a video or I go live. And as a bonus, there's a $97 course down in the description you can click and learn absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.